name is Celia Collymore. I am the founder and managing director of Artistik Flava Inc. What we are, we're a new startup, human resources engagement and development consultant, where we offer creative, consulting, and educational services to individuals, entrepreneurs, and businesses in the public and private sector, where we look to get you to the next level of performance while you achieve results. So today, we're going to talk about networking and being able to engage. So Bob Berg, he states that networking is cultivating mutually beneficial, give and take, win-win relationships. The end result may be to develop a large and diverse group of people who will gladly and continually refer a lot of business to us while we do the same for you. The idea is to prepare you for next year's expo, which is February 2nd and 3rd of 2013. So we need to make sure that you are prepared and you're ready to showcase your products and services to your current clients as well as your potential clients. All right, so I would like for someone to get up and tell me who they have met this morning and what they would have learned about them or their business.
My name is Zola Ali, and this morning I met Ron Wilcher. He's with Finaccess. I guess everyone here may be familiar with Finaccess. And I'm here as, a marketing consultant, and just to observe and see what's going on this morning.
All right, perfect. And then take her.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ebony Rowe. I run Honey Jam Barbados, and I'm here to network with other women. Honey Jam is all about girl power and women supporting women. This morning I have met Celia Collymore, who is speaking right now. I had been emailing back and forth with her, and one of the reasons I came today was because she was going to be speaking, and it's an opportunity to meet her. I found out a tiny bit about her background because we only had a couple of minutes this morning, but we will be conversing further afterwards. I also re-met Caroline Reed, who hosted Honey Jam, and I'm happy to see her. And also Tara Wilkinson. I look forward to meeting the rest of you here today, and thank you.
Right, we are a culture of, let me go in the corner here, let me sit, but I ain't want to tell nobody, but the idea is to get yourself out, connect with people, let them know, but also to figure out about them, who they are and what they do as well. So again, we are working together today to find creative ways to engage people and get them interested in your products and services. All right, so that's the idea. You're supposed to stand out, right, in the crowd. So this is a diverse group of people, and we want you to stand out from the crowd. So the idea is you're at the expo. There are tons of people that will be at Girlfriends Expo. Last year you had, over 9,000 people coming in between those 2 days. So think about your potential customers. How are you going to separate yourself? Again, you're going to have some competitors there, and that's good. Competition is great. But how are you going to separate yourself? How are you going to show them that your product and services are worth it and they can come and connect with you? All right? So to get the most out of this, we need to make sure that you are comfortable, and we're going to start asking a couple of questions. So how we're going to go about the agenda today, we're going to talk about purpose. We're also going to talk about people and presentation, position and pitch, prioritize and participate, personalize and please. So these are the points that I'll be working with today to give you an idea as to how to engage and network with other people. Purpose. Before the end of the session or the workshop, you should be able to figure out what your purpose is as an individual, as a business, as an entrepreneur. Why are you here? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to talk to? So again, Ebony already knew she wanted to come to Show Sell Succeed, connect with Celia Collymore, figure out more about what I do and how we can create synergies with the business. So you have to figure out why am I participating in the Girlfriends Expo? What do I want to achieve? Who do you want and who do I want to talk to? Of course you want to talk to potential clients. Someone said to me today, I want sales. All right, so you want money, but there's more to just creating sales. You want to create relationships as well. People and presentation. All right, I can stand up here and talk to you about how I think we should have people and presentation. I want to hear from you. Why do you think we need to have people, and why do you think that we need to present or have great presentation at the expo?
to establish credibility.
Perfect. Someone said to me this morning, I'm very shy. But you have a business. We need to be confident. You know, your responses to people. So if you're at the expo and you have your booth or your stall set up, you can't look at me and tell me you're shy. How am I going to buy a product or service from you? So this is your opportunity to make sure that if you can't do the job as selling your product and service, you need to find the people that can sell your product and service for you, right? So when you think about people, is them selling your products, them talking about your capabilities as well. When you think about people, you're thinking about their image as well. Am I going to have my sister, my brother, a colleague who is actually going to sell my product and service to me? Is it going to be me? The expo is 2 days. It's from 12 to 10. Is it just going to be you, or are you going to have a number of people where you're going to have a timeline, a schedule? You know, who's going to do what, when, where? You know, are we going to take lunch breaks? You know, people, do they have cell phones, or are they constantly on their cell phones? Well, I'm walking trying to figure out what to do, right? So the idea is to figure out who are you going to get to represent your brand. Because again, you're at the Girlfriends Expo, you're representing your brand, but you're also representing Girlfriends Expo, right? Where they're saying, come, showcase your products. But again, you're not doing a great job, so the idea is to make sure that you're ready for the actual expo. Roles and responsibility, make sure that you are, or your people, are clear on what their roles are for the actual expo, right? So are you going to show up on time? If the event starts at 12, will you be there at 11:30, or am I coming in at 1:30 and seeing you set up, right? So making sure that you are prepared for it, you know, and making sure that these people are full of energy. They're selling your product, so you don't want them to be like, well, the product, I don't really know the product, you know, but I could ask. You need to make sure that your people are confident to sell your product or service. And preparation, again, you want to make sure that if you have a booth, a table, you know, everything is well displayed, right? Making sure that people know what you're serving, what you're selling, and also if you need to make sales at the actual expo, that you have the necessary materials and stuff that they can complete, whether it's, you know, selling, creating checks, all that stuff, making sure that you have the right equipment. All right, and your presentation is obviously neat and organized. Next slide, please. Oh yeah, people makes a big difference, right? Position and pitch. This is your stall, this is your booth, this is your table. When we think position, what are we thinking about?
We want to pull people to you.
Right.
So to me, it's how you set up, display, everything.
Right. Are you going to be behind the booth or this table? Are you going to be at the side? Are you going to be at the front? How do you want to draw people to you, right? That's position, so you want to be able to create that contact, right? And then pitch. What are you pitching? Anyone?
So, as Celia Collymore said, I'm Tamar, and I'm a massage therapist, and my business is called Name Body Haven. And basically, Haven is just one letter short of heaven. Meaning that when you come, you should feel like you've had an open body experience. You feel relaxed, you feel pampered, and you want to make your appointment before you leave.
Right, so the idea is for you to figure out how you want to really approach or have people come to you. So you need to be friendly, you need to be welcoming, you need to have, you know, that energy, and it's all about mindset. You need to be present. Today, for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, I'm at the Girlfriends Expo. So if it's from 12 to 10, I come in early and even late, because I don't know who I'm going to meet in between that time frame, right? So those are the things that you need to think about, right? So for me, I had an experience at the beginning of October where one of my clients, Exquisite Case by Janelle, she had everything planned out, and I was very impressed, very taken back, and I wanted to be part of that experience. And I remember people were coming, welcome to Exquisite Case, may I take your order? Right, so being able to add some humor and get people to smile, because they're not expecting to take no orders, they just want to come and see what's happening, but you need to get creative with the way, you know, you want to pull people in. All right, and another example, which was negative, I was at the Global Diabetes Village Expo, because I like to network, I like to meet people, I like to learn. I am new back to Barbados, so I really need to do a lot of networking. You know more about this island than I do, so that's my opportunity as well to meet people. right? And I won't name the company, but I am walking and I was like, oh, I need to go there. She had her cell phone. She's sitting at her table. She had her cell phone. She see me coming, but she keep talking. I said, all right, well, I guess I ain't buying nothing from them because she ain't paying attention to me. She didn't even think to tell the person, I can call you back, someone is coming. She just kept talking and I kept walking. So know too that people make a difference. You know, her employer, right, would have been very disturbed, upset if he knew that's what she was doing. So making sure that you have the right people to represent your business, all right? All right, proactive discussion. So we talked about products and services, project and precise. So again, Tamar, she's supposed to be saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. You can't say one thing and then come up with something else about the business. So be very clear about what your products and services are and making sure that that's a consistent message, you know, to the patrons. All right, and project with confidence. Let them know you're sure of your business. Proactive discussion, you pull them in, you talk to them about it. Now you want to find out about them. Have you ever done a massage before? Are you interested in trying? So hear from them what their interests are and how you can better serve them. All right, so if you were not clear, one thing I must say, if you were not clear on pitch, there are a couple of things that you need to think about, right? What is your unique selling point, right? So you might want to write that down and start thinking about it, right? What are your key strengths? What is going to separate you from your competitor? All right, what are you trying to sell? What are you trying to solve? Some of us have products, some of us have services. So I need to be clear as to what you're looking to sell or solve, and if I'm willing to pay, give my money to you, right? And one thing I forgot to mention is body language. You come to me, I'm telling you about the business, but I slouching, right? Or my hands folded, right? So think about body language, eye contact. If I'm telling you about my product and service, we need to connect. You need to feel my energy and to know that this is a product or service that I can use, right? And sometimes don't be overwhelming, don't intimidate, because I'm gonna be like, right, so my product is, so how you feel about that? You like it? You want? Right, so making sure that you're not overwhelming people, you're not intimidating, right, that's the idea. So make sure there's space in between, but there's that interaction. So prioritize and participate. What are your thoughts when we think prioritize, participate, promote? What are we thinking? What else should you have as you promote your business? Some people didn't have business cards today. Ebony came with her flyer. I even took a picture, so she came prepared, right? So making sure that you have promotional materials, business cards, anything that you can show that you're doing business. Interactive displays. Again, exquisite cakes. You have her table. She had a display. So not only am I exquisite cakes, but let me show you what I've done. Right, so she had a slideshow, we could see everything. So as I'm talking to them and I'm done with the conversation, I said, oh look, here's some of the cakes that they have done. And you're supposed to get a response, oh wow, that's beautiful. You know, definitely needs to purchase. So showing them, not only am I speaking to you, but I can show you some of my work. So if you have products and services that you can showcase, if there's a video that you need to show, have that. Girlfriends, that's where they provide electricity at your table. So if that's something that you need, right, you will let them know about that. Do you need a banner? Right, because if your table there, you ain't got much products on your table, I ain't know what you're selling. Right, so again, it's an investment in yourself, so you might want to get some type of banner, and I'm sure Kintara, Girlfriends Expo, they can refer you to people in their network that you can get a banner. Different price ranges, but it's really what you want. Are you gonna have a standing banner, or are you gonna have one up against the wall or up against the booth at the expo?
Two other things I think it would be great to have is one, some sort of discount card so that someone who has come specifically to the Girlfriends Expo will feel special, that because they have come to the booth on that day, they're going to get a certain percentage discount.
Right.
A small percentage so that you're not actually losing much money at all.
Right.
And then also having something interactive or tangible representing your product that the customer can experience. So for example, with your massage business, whether you have a full table there or even just, I don't know if they have it here, but in Canada they have these 10-minute massage things. Where you can go and sit at a table like this and you just put your head down and somebody comes around and
So
does
you're
that.
demonstrating
Yeah,
to
so
them
that
as well.
you're just showing them within a couple of sessions or something. Or if you've got some of the cakes, actually have them sample, or photo footage on a flat screen with the girls singing and that sort of
The
thing.
reality is, you paid for a booth, you paid for a table, get your money back. Where it doesn't make sense saying, I'm paying to go to Girlfriends Expo and not making the best of the situation. You have 2 days, you fight for your 2 days. You want to see sales, you want to see that money back, right? Prize draw or contest. This is a great way to pull people in. You want them to huddle to your table. What's going on? There's so many people over there. What's happening? So creating raffles, right? That's how you collect information. So now you know that in the future you can reach back out to them, right? So what are some of the prize draws besides raffles? What else can we do? What else would you want to do?
I'm Jennifer from the Slumber Clinic. We've come along for a few years now, and part of what we do, because we don't have products that we give away, we'll bring a doctor along to do miniature consults, or we'll give blood pressure and glucose checks from our EMTs and our nursing staff. So that always attracts people, especially if we have body fat checks, because everyone's trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
So that also brings people to come and speak with us, and then we'll give them material, but as a medical facility, we can't hourly promote, so that's something we don't always have working enough.
Right. I actually went to Fantastic Fundania a week ago, last Saturday, and what they did was one of the exhibitors, she had a lucky dip. You guys remember lucky dips, right?
Yeah.
All we had to do was give her $1.50, put behind it, and figure you will pull something out. I paid $1.50 and I got two sets of earrings for my little baby cousin. One was a star and one was a flower. So whatever products and services, you know that if there are things that you can give away, you still make a little money because now you're giving something, and for them it's like, what could I possibly get? So a lucky dip is something that I thought that we would have used back in the days, and you can still bring that back, for you presenting. And another thing too, in terms of, right, so we talked about prize drawing contests, providing information and solutions, right? Where you want to be able to tell success stories. I just remember when I was, working with that exquisite case, I remember saying, you've never heard of an exquisite case, so I felt like now I have to fight more for my client. Here's more information. So being able to provide information, what are some of the accomplishments? What have you accomplished? What activities, what are you doing, right? So for exquisite case, she worked at Sandy Lane, she worked at Flint, she worked at Crane, so that's building credibility because now they're like, okay, she had X number of experiences from very prestigious companies, so I think this is something that I can work with. So being able to sell yourself, right? Not only can I make, but this is what I can do, so people can really buy into you and your product as well. So you want to be able to tell success stories, right? And also listen carefully. So if I want massage, I might want more than just a massage. And we talked about you also being able to educate people as well. You're not just coming in for a massage, but you're educating people on why this works for you. I carry a lot of tension in my back, so a massage every night would be great, right? But it doesn't happen. So what I would have remembered from Tamar, she said is, massages are for the average Joe. Don't think that you have to have a lot of money. Don't think that you have to be a tourist. Don't think that anybody should get a massage. So for me, she drew me in, right? And I have a product called Beijing Fusion where I promote health, fitness, and wellness. So I know if we decided we're going to create a synergy, I can help promote her business as well. So when we have our boot camps and my trainer beating us up, I can say, go to Body Haven. That's the idea. You're making connections with people, you're learning about what they do, and then you can help promote them, and they can help promote you. All right. This should be the end product. I'm supposed to walk away from your booth, your tabletop, wherever happy, right? So idea is, what picture do you want to pop up in people's minds when they hear your name? What is it you want to spread? What do you want them to know about you, right? One of your repeat customers, I was at the same Global Diabetes Village Expo, and I needed something for my feet, right? And I went to her, I said, I need this. She explained, and she told me, this is what I think is best for you. I said, oh, also got another issue, right? And she said, well, I don't have your product, but let me take you next door to my competitor. I was taken back, wow, she can make the money. I actually bought from her, but she can't make the money, but she's also willing to help support a competitor. So she took me over because she already had someone in the booth so she could walk away, and then she explained to them what I needed, right? So also know who's in your neighborhood. You're here, you got people around you, figure out who's in your neighborhood. But I was very impressed because she could have easily said, I don't have it, that's it. Let me take you next door. She's my competitor, but you need it. Here you go. So always thinking about being able to help support each other. And she showed me that she is a networker, right? Because she knows who's around her and she can point you in XYZ direction. So that painted a real good picture in my head. So I know who I can go back to because she took my interest and she helped me with it. All right. Another great thing is also you getting information from them from your prize draws, your contests. You want to be able to follow up with them. You want to be able to check in because sometimes there are questions that they might ask and you might not have the answer, or there's information that they need. So once you collect their contact information, make sure that you follow up with them in a timely manner. All right. If again, business cards, flyers, all those things are critical. So making sure that. Right, I might go to an expo, I might not be an exhibitor, but I always want my business cards. So I might give you a business card. So don't think that you're just the only person giving out. Know that people can sometimes give you, and that's a great way for you to follow up.
I'm Janine Jordan, and I'm from Conch Caribbean Productions. I just have a suggestion. There's a really good book on networking called The Greatest Networker in the World. If anybody can get your hands on the book, it's a really, really good book. It more or less teaches you how to relate to people on a personal level in order to improve your business. So I just thought that I would share that with everyone.
Yeah, that's the idea. You can network anywhere. I walking through town, I saw Kim Tara. Wait, Kim, Girlfriends Expo? Because last year, I actually went to Girlfriends Expo and I introduced myself and I said, hi Kim, I'm Celia Collymore. I just moved back from New York and I see that you're working a lot with women, right? And I'm an HR professional and I like to engage and I like to develop. Maybe there's synergies. Maybe I can work with you to help develop your network as well. So that's really how it started. And then later when someone said, you know who's a good person that you should connect with? Kim Tara. I said, oh, you got that covered. Right, so that's the idea. Knowing that you can meet people anywhere, at any time, and start to promote and build your business. Right, and know that when you share with people and you tell them who you are and what your intentions are, they will remember and they will help push. So networking works for me. I love it because when I tell people, now it's like, Celia, Facebook, let me connect you with this person here. That's the idea. That's networking. You need to make sure that it works for you and, kind of jump out of your shell and say, this is for me. I need to make money. I need to add value to people's life, but I need to get out there. Right? So don't see it as, oh my God, networking. I call it connecting. You need to connect with people if you want to push your business forward.
I represent County's Passion Access with my daughter. She's going to make it, so I'm here to represent her. So I may not be as flamboyant as she is. She's a person that's driven by her, what she is. But we had a fantastic time last year. We first sent up the last year. And we had a great time. She is really up there with all the advertising and all this kind of stuff. So we're going to look forward this year is to see how best more we, in terms of say, everybody want to get sales. But we want to see how much more we can get in terms of marketing, how much more money we can get out of it, as well as a lot more sales than last year. So that's why I'm here this morning, just to represent her. get some more ideas into straight to go.
Okay, perfect. Any fears? You already crossed the line. You come to show self succeed. You got a month and what now? All right. So are there any fears as you prepare for the expo? You're either gonna have a tabletop or a booth, right? So, how are you feeling? Are you ready? Do you feel like you have the right people? Do you have enough people? Is it just gonna be you? Or are you gonna have other people? I'm asking. I'm asking.
You mentioned the right point earlier about people because all you mentioned earlier, you have to have the right people to sell your products. Right? If you can't do it yourself, you have to know the right people that can sell it the best way for you to get the right outfit. Also in terms of timing, you have to, there's a whole management thing about it. It's not just going to trigger. You have to plan in terms of the timing that somebody's going to the bathroom. If somebody's coming for breaks, whatever, so you have to plan the 2 days.
Yeah.
One, get
Like I
in,
said.
set up early, you know, somebody's there all the time, and then networking. You have to know who's all around, not just next door, all to the place, because we actually ended up sending people to, you know, people who were doing hats, who were doing shoes, who were doing other stuff. And because of that, you in turn got a lot of business because they in turn remember you. You're downstairs, but then there's people upstairs.
Yeah.
So cool.
Exquisite case, like I said, I was very impressed. We went to high school together, we went to CP together, and it was my opportunity to give back to her what I've learned and also to help support her with her business. And I was very impressed. Like, she had it all figured out. So I now just had to do what she wanted me to do. And one thing I was also impressed with is we met a couple of days before. We had a team of 6. So now she knew that she couldn't just rely on herself. She pulled people from her networks, her sister, people that she went to hospitality with, people that she played basketball with, that she was comfortable and she knew that they could sell her products and services. So we met a couple of days before. Everyone was clear on what our responsibilities were. Presentation, we all wore Exquisite Kids tops, right? Again, she said, make sure your makeup ain't too, because the actual conference, they actually had some requirements as well. So making sure that your makeup, yeah, but that was for the Caribbean Food and Beverage Expo. So making sure that your makeup wasn't too outlandish. You couldn't wear toes out, open toes. You had to wear it in closing, right? And if you want people to wear jeans, are they cut up? Are they holes? So all these things that you have to think about because that's brand. Right, we represented Exquisite Kids, so we needed to make sure that we're on point. Everyone, and you're dealing with food, making sure that you have the, what do you call it, here and there. I didn't have to deal with food, I was talking. So they had it on, and I was still looking cute with my hair out. But the idea is, if you're selling stuff, who's serving the food, that's your job for the day. Who's handling money, that's your job for the day. Who's speaking, that's my job for the day. Right, so knowing that you are present and everyone that comes to your table, they want to kind of stay for a little bit. You know, it was just a great experience, and that's what you want to create for people. You know, people try to care. This girl cried. She cried. Why are you crying? Because you can make us cry. It was that good for her, and it reminded her of her mother. You know, so people then were able to tell you why I like this kid, and then to see the beauty of, you know, her creations, right? I was gonna say something else that someone experienced, but I'm not gonna talk about it, but she got a cake-gasm. That's what one of the patrons said to us, you know, but the idea is to pull people in, you know, giveaways. You know, we had a couple of things to give away, and we knew at the end, there were people coming back, you know, and I went back. You know, that's the idea, making people feel welcome, right? And that's what we want for you. We want you to get ready for the expo, and we want you to make sure that you're engaging the patrons that are coming to you.